Your team is remote, so what do you do? How do you help them succeed? You know, we used to talk back in the day, we would talk about managing by walking around, right? The leader would step out of their office and they'd walk up and down the halls and, and stop at somebody's cubicle and ask them how things were and check in that way. And so managers were always proud to say, well, yeah, I manage by walking around, Greg. But you can't do that anymore, can you? Because, people aren't in the office every day. Some folks are never in the office, right? There's a lot of things happen now where everybody's remote for a lot of the time. And you still want folks to be productive. You still want folks to be available when they need to. But you have to rely on technology, right? You're Zooming or you're on WebEx or you're on Teams and you're using Slack in between. And so you're trying to maintain connection. And at the end of the day, that's what we're trying to do. Is folks are remote, we have to help them feel like they're a part of something. So there are some things to remember when we're working with a remote team. And the first is that it's on me as the team leader to make sure that everybody is aligned, that everyone remembers while they're going about their work from their home office, what's the mission of our team? What's the shared vision that we have for this year or this quarter or this project? So helping folks to stay aligned is really important. And I know some leaders now who every email that goes out to folks on their team, the mission is at the top of the email, or the commitments that the team has made are somewhere on the agendas that are sent out as attachments. So the key messages, those guiding stars that keep the team aligned, our mission, our definition of success, our roles and responsibilities, those things can be included in a lot of communications that go out. And then another way to keep people aligned is just to ask them from time to time if they're still understanding the mission and the shared vision that the team has. The second tip is, and this seems like it's common sense, but it bears repeating, is that you should have a cadence of checking in with each team member, right? A one-on-one. And it's going to be a different cadence for every team member, right? Some team members need more connection and that you might need to see them every week. And some other team members, it might be a different cadence. So check in with each team member. What's the cadence that works for you and them to stay connected to one another? The third tip is to be curious, that you have to be even more curious when your team is remote, because you don't see them. So how do you know what's going on? So you need to ask them questions. So when you check in with them, you need to be curious. How are they? Some of our leaders use our weather check tool to check in with people when they're working remotely. They start their video call with a check of the weather. And if you want our weather check tool, there's a link in the comments section below and you can get that. And it's an easy way to check in with people about how they're feeling today, because mood impacts performance. So check in with people. How are they? The other part of being curious is being curious about what's going on for them. What are they working on? What's on track? Where are they stuck? So that you can then show up as their coach. You're not jumping on a call with one of your remote workers to just tell them what to do, because you don't know where they are in their process. So be curious and then coach them, right? If they tell you where they're stuck, that gives you an opportunity to ask them some great questions to help them figure out the solution to get themselves unstuck. Coach first, tell last, right? Nobody likes to be told what to do. Ask them, what does success look like when you think about the rest of the quarter or the rest of this project? What does success look like? And then what are your options in order to achieve success? And which option is the best option for them? And then what's their plan, right? Be curious, what's their plan? And what's the next step that they're going to take? So that you're not solving their problem for them, that you're using your time connecting remotely in order to check in with them and then to coach them. When workers are remote, they don't need you managing them, telling them what to do. They need that time with you to be a coaching session to help them stay on track with their work. The days of managing by walking around are over. The days of coaching people working remotely are here, and they're probably not going away for a while. So if you've got a remote team, be curious, be a coach, and help them stay connected to you, to the work, and to their peers on the team. That's Ultra Leadership. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. Let's grow the community. Let's get better together.